Hello everybody, it's Sarah and I just finished this book, which is The Bands of Mourning, the second or third book depending on who you ask in the Wax and Wayne trilogy, the sixth book in the Mistborn universe, and just generally amazing. I love this book and so I'm now going to review it. So since this is the sixth book in the Mistborn universe, there is not that much spoiler-free stuff that I can say. It's, as I said, the second or third installment, if you count the Alloy of Law, in the Wax and Wayne series, and it follows Wax and Wayne and Marasi and Steris and our whole group of people as they try to find the legendary Bands of Mourning, which are the metal mines of the Lord Ruler who was thrown down in the first Mistborn book. That is all I have to say. That is spoiler free. Feel free to continue watching if you have read this book. Feel free to continue watching if you haven't read this book, but if you continue, I'm not to fault if there are going to be spoilers. That's going to be your own fault. And now, bye, those who don't want any spoilers, go read the whole series if you have not even started yet, because seriously, what have you done? And come back later. So, I love this book. There was so much character development in this book, like with every character. And then there was the whole thing with the relationships going on. I think Wax and Steris are or have become my ultimate OTP. They are so cute together. They just match each other perfectly. I love Steris anyway, because she's just, in a lot of ways, she reminds me of myself. And then what she said at the ending to Marasi, that when she asked her, why do you come with us? I mean, you belong in a sitting room with your numbers and stuff. That's what's fun for you. And Steris just says that, yeah, she wants to grow to be more than herself. And I just love her so much. I love her so much. I think she really deserves Wax, and Wax deserves her. And I just love, especially where Steris started in the first book, when she was really boring, like in a Alloy of Law, and then she was already pretty cool. I already loved her in The Shadows of Self, especially in the last scene with Wax. And now she has just grown to be so much more than she originally was. And I think she really helps Wax heal more than anybody else. And I love her prepared jokes and how she has the vials with the metals, but not in whiskey or alcohol, but in, I think it was cod oil or something disgusting. Oh, that's just so lovely. And how she loves to jump with Wax. She's such an amazing person. And I think why I love her so much is because I feel like she's the most realistic out of all the characters in this series, and even in the original series. I of course love Wax. I mean, who doesn't love Wax? He's funny, he's quirky, yeah. But I have to say, Wax still isn't on my list of my favorite characters. On the top is Steris. Then is Milan. I love Milan. She's so funny. She's so funny. And I love her relationship with Wayne, who is my next favorite character. I am so hoping that they become a couple. I mean, they already had sex, so it's not that far off, right? And then Marasi, who I like, but not overly. I mean, she's kind of just alright. I would love her probably in any other book, but here she has to compete with some seriously amazing characters, and she doesn't manage to keep up quite yet. And I just loved how everybody in this series, in this book, found his or her place in this whole thing. And okay, the action wasn't as much as in the last books. There weren't as many plot twists as well, but I don't think that it's necessary in every book. And anyways, it was enough that Wax almost died. I was like, if it had been any other author, I would just have been, he's not going to die. I mean, he's a main character. He's the title character of the series. The series is called Wax and Wayne. Brandon Sanderson wouldn't kill off Wax, right? But that's what I thought. And then he killed off Calcia in the Final Empire. So I was seriously concerned when Wax died and when Harmony appeared for him. There was like, I almost couldn't deal with it. And just the ending. What is it with this? I thought those other people, I forgot their name, like from the south, the Southerners. I thought that the Lord Ruler saved them, but this last scene in the epilogue, isn't that like he watches how they are saved, but it's not the Lord Ruler who saves them, it's Calcia. So are we going to see Calcia in the next book? Are we? I hope so. I mean, but why does he have a spike in his eye? Why? I'm so confused. I'm like, my mind is working ever since I finished this book. Now, let me just tell you a few of my favorite scenes. I think one of my top scenes was probably in the fight on the train when Steris was told to stay safe, and she decided that the safest place was by Wax's side, and then she picks up the shotgun and she's so excited about the fight and everything. I just thought that was really cute. She's just such a cute, awesome character. Then also I just love the two. I loved every time when they kissed. It's just so heartwarming. Even with like Ellen and Vin in the original series, I love the love story between those two, obviously, but in this time it's not passionate, but at the same time it is passionate, but it just seems so deep and just so still and calm. It's such a calm love, I feel. Not a wild, passionate love, but a very calm, deep love, and that's just, it's warming my heart so much. So then the scene when Wayne and Milan were discovered together having sex, or not having sex, but just having had sex, that was also funny. Really funny. I think my favorite quote from this book is probably, I don't know what Wayne said exactly, but Marasi was just like, Wayne, can't you ever let a joke die? And Wayne was like, that joke was already dead. I just gave it a proper burial. That was just so funny. I love Wayne. I seriously love Wayne. I think Brandon Sanderson has something with those characters who talk funny or who have something with their speech. I think he loves those characters. Then also the scene with Wayne in the bank was just really funny when Wayne was like, I'm preparing for this role, and Marasi just walked in with her badge and with her credentials. I was like, okay, I need to see your ledgers. That was pretty awesome. Then that strange woman at the party, I have no idea who she is. None. It's like the one who went up to Wax. And I knew Telsin, was Telsin her name? Her name was Telsin, I think. I knew that she was bad. I knew that she was evil. I didn't like her from the very beginning. I knew it. Knew it. But, yeah. Sadly, I only wrote down my favorite scenes for the first half of the book, because then I was just like reading and I had no time to take notes. So I can't remember any proper scenes. Not really anyways. But also I really like the southerner Tata something. I forgot his name as well. And I am just so excited for the next book, and I love this book. I don't think I can dislike or not love or even just like any Brandon Sanderson book, so there you have it. That's my thoughts on this book. And I think this video is long enough already, probably, so I'll stop right now. If you have read the book, tell me in the comments down below. Also, you can go check out my spoiler-free as well as spoilery book talk for The Shadows of Self. And I hope I'll see you guys soon. Kiss, kiss!